Okay, so things
My
that we're
whole
going to
thing
take
was
away.
like,
Don't wipe your ass with a hammer.
okay.
Yep.
And what happened to unbiased media?
Literally. It died.
Because the whole thing is just like, now the media scares us into every opinion or thought or anything that we've ever had in our life. Mm-hmm. And it's all a scare tactic.
It is.
And we have now found that we all follow Jordan is my lawyer, who gives unbiased news. She's absolutely gorgeous also.
I follow her on TikTok, I think.
Yes, and I follow her on Instagram.
I
and
think
she does a good job, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but that's
She
what I like to
covered-
follow. Anyone that does unbiased media, like news, that's what I like.
They do a better job at explaining it too, I feel like breaking it down, not
Which
just
is the
like,
point.
Yes.
Because there's no personal opinion in it.
Right.
Like, I don't need to know this person's personal opinion because I can talk to Calissa and we can share our personal opinions about it. I can talk to Hannah and we can share our personal opinions about it. Like, I don't need some random, like, just give me the facts and then we can all have our own opinions and we can discuss from there.
Have you guys heard of marriage or people that are married, like, that, like, are almost at a divorce because they cannot agree? Mm-hmm. Like, if he doesn't have, or if she doesn't
divided
have,
home.
yeah, then they're just like, I don't think I can be with you.
Yeah.
And they will divorce over
Like crazy things.
if they can't agree on something. Like, it's always political that I've read.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah. Living in a I don't know.
I think I know some people that could be like that.
Yeah.
My mom and her husband are on opposite ends of the political spectrum.
Oh,
Really?
And I don't live with them, so I don't know what their discussions look like. But there have been times where, like, her and I talk about something, and then she's like, oh, yeah, Lou agrees with what you're saying, and I think something else. Or, like, yeah, I agree with what you're saying, and Lou thinks something else. Or, like, you know, yeah, Lou thinks something, you know, whatever. So, like,
But they're not
there's nothing
hateful.
wrong with, like,
No.
having different opinions than people. It's just, like, the way that you go about it is...
And that's where a lot of people, like, maturity is huge. Facebook fights, they're hilarious. I don't
Never
take them
productive.
seriously.
Never
Like,
productive.
you're never going to change someone's mind
No.
if you write, like, a paragraph. Like, people already think what they think. And then I just read all the Facebook comments, and they're, like, snapping at each other. And I'm like, yep, this went very south.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not proving their point.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've just always heard that some people just, if you don't agree with me, I'm leaving you.
I know. I hate that.
Yeah.
Oh, are you one of those, Calissa?
No, Craig and I very much agree. We're at the same level of caring about political things, and we like see things differently, but not very much. So I just can't imagine being in a marriage where someone really super
You're on, like,
cares
True
about
Blood.
it.
Yeah.
Yes, because Craig and I are just kind of like, okay, sure.
But I also feel like that's one of those things where, like, do you have to discuss that with your partner, like, all the
Right.
time? Does that have to be, like, a focal point of your
It's
relationship?
like a hyperfixation.
Yeah,
that's
like,
all
can you
they're
have a
focused on.
friend that agrees with you that you can, like, discuss things with if it's, like, so important to you? I
Just
I
like
don't know.
cut the cord with the phone. Like,
Yeah.
I think if you just set the phone aside
Yeah.
for like
Yeah.
2 weeks, go outside, take
Like,
a walk.
how much do those things affect your everyday
Yeah.
actual life? Probably not that much.
Because I used to be hyper focused on like the Illuminati and
Oh, good job saying
I know.
pressure.
I made sure to say
Illuminati.
So funny.
and then like all like the child trafficking, like it just consumed my brain.
Yep.
And I'd step out in the real world and I'm like, no one's freaking out.
There's no one here.
Yeah. And I'm like, I just had to cut everything that I was reading. I was like, okay, I can't read this anymore.
Yep.
We actually just had a message in church the other day about that and how kids just can't get away from it. And while like, so they have all of the drama at school and then they bring it home on their cell phone. And while there's not a real threat, they're perceiving it as a threat because it's
Right.
in their face on their phone all the time.
Right.
And they just can't get away from it.
Yeah. And I have no idea like what that is like now, the bullying now, because there's social media. So like there's Snapchat, and like who knows what's circulating through the school, you know?
Yeah.
My gosh. I just, like, can't even, that's, like, otherworldly to me. I can't even fathom
Yeah.
that kind of scenario.
Yeah. But like that sticks with them.
Or like you get in an argument with a friend at school and then the argument escalates to after school to text message, and everybody knows that we're not our best self when we're fighting via text message.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fighting in general.
Yeah.
Well, and then it's like that Key and Peele spit. Sorry, that scene. You know Key and Peele? That comedy duo? One person would be texting one way, like all calm, but the other person was perceiving it as like, oh my God, they're so mean, they're hateful. And then like, you can't read, through the lines of text message.
I really like fighting over text personally.
I do too. I'll fight anybody.
Okay, so like if I sent you like a thumbs up or a period or a K.
Yes, but
Yes.
the thing that I like about
That is how I know Craig is pissed.
the
Okay.
thing that I like about texting though is that it gives me a second to like think through what I'm gonna say and read it and digest it, because I do have really a problem with like just saying things without realizing how it's gonna be perceived by someone else, or like, and it comes out in a wrong tone, or like it just doesn't make sense to the other person. And so it really does help me to like sit there and think through what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
So, and I try to be like, when I write it out, I try to be like very not like one way or the other, not like too emotional, not like too.
Try to be unbiased.
Yeah, I really do. I really do. Because I really do struggle a lot with like saying things without thinking about how it's going to like,
Yeah.
the repercussions of that. So it's helpful to fight over text.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just run away.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
No, I don't. Text is hard. Speaking is like, because like I'm emotional at first and like
But
face
then
to
you say
face.
things you don't mean.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I don't want that.
Yeah, but that is
Yeah.
just run away, people.
Yeah.
Just non-confrontational. Just pretend like it didn't happen. Yeah.
That's a good solution.
Yeah.
Just lock it
You
up.
should be a marriage counselor.
Lock it up
Just
tight.
run away. Just run away.
Just
Put it in
run.
the closet. It's fine.
You know what's interesting? Now that you brought up marriage counseling, I saw some like marriage counselor on Instagram or something, and if you lay on the floor while you're fighting, like you lay down on the floor and continue your fight.
So
it's
that
a
you're
lot.
both like in a vulnerable position.
Yes, and it's so weird. Like I'll be in the middle of the fight, and then I'll just like lay down on the floor, and it's like less like, oh, I need to call. You don't realize how much you're carrying in your body.
Interesting.
stress and
Yeah. And then it's just like, oh, okay, I'm laying down now. This is fine. The world's not on fire.
I want to see you do this at like a black tie event.
Mid-argument.
Yeah, if you ever just like walk in and Craig and I are laying on the floor, just back out. Back out.
It's funny.
We don't do it. We did it like one time, but
You think it worked? Just kind of like.
well, we're still married.
There you go.
yeah.
Boom. Solid advice.
So there.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, speaking of marriage, did we find some Reddit stuff?
We did, yeah.
Yes.
I actually have a kind of a marriage one. Do
Okay.
you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay, so this was actually
This
Wanna
was brought
save
up
this for a
because
different episode.
we're just running together.
We're doing a teaser.
I don't know what we're doing.
I think we should make a separate episode.
Okay.
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 Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for another Reddit episode.
Yeah.
Thanks to Danielle.
Yeah.
Who reminded
right.
us that we did that one time. So thank you. This
Bye.
has been Tariffs.
Yeah. Tariffs. Girl tariffs.
Girl math. Hannah.
Calissa.
And Sarah.
Bye.